So I've been given a load of voiceovers to produce and to sync to existing animations. So you can see here that I've got the original video, and I can actually watch the video in Audition down the bottom here. And then beneath it, I'm kind of matching it up. No sooner did I get started than I get interrupted by an email from the accountants, because today I need to submit and pay my VAT return and they don't have everything they need. So, have been digging out receipts, scanning them in and sending them over. I know I've got the funds to pay the VAT return, we just need to get it in on time. So it's lunchtime, I'm about to record a podcast, but I've just spent the last hour on the phone to Apple support, literally an hour, trying to figure out why my Mac's being really unresponsive today. It's I've got to the point where I'm shouting at it, and one shouldn't have to shout at a Mac, it's demeaning of us. That's a good old ploy there. Thank goodness I bought this new laptop the other week, because there is something really wrong with my iMac. I've just been so going at it on this audio project that I just fancy a change of scene, and since I can't actually use my iMac, I might as well sit somewhere else with my laptop. My wife is now away for a few days for work. It's kind of late on Wednesday, but it's been such a productive day overall. It was great. I was able to focus on just one key project today, and it was all to do with audio, so I was able to use my laptop. And actually it was really good being able to focus on one thing, a bit like when you have a deadline and you won't focus on one thing. Except for when I went to that cafe and the flipping Wi-Fi didn't work. Tell you what, this light is not flattering, is it? Oh God. It's been a productive morning. Again though, I didn't have Wi-Fi connection in the cafe. That happened to me yesterday. A bit annoying, you know, when you've already paid for your drink and then sit down and the Wi-Fi doesn't work. See, there's the benefit of going to a proper co-work space where presumably it's easier to complain about such things, or they take fixing the Wi-Fi seriously. Anyway, in between working, I checked out a bit of Twitter and was really chuffed for one of the listeners to the Being Freelance podcast, a guy called Will Helliwell. As far as I can see, he has, you know, like a full-time job, but then his side hustle and his, you know, big ambition is to be a composer of video games music, and so that's what he does on the side. Since I've known of him, I've spotted that he's started his own podcast, been creating loads of videos, Instagram stuff, and today saw on Twitter that one of his pieces of music has been used on a Gary Vee video, which is a huge deal. And here's the thing, that won't have happened by accident. It happens because Will plugs away and keeps going, and I can't imagine how much wall of silence he will have come up against in order to have finally got one of his pieces of music used. But good for him. I don't know him beyond social media, but I feel like I do, and I love that. I love the fact that the podcast and Twitter and everything brings everybody together to kind of cheer each other on. Yeah, anyway, in case he sees this video, good for you, Will. That's what I don't know. So I'm on a call to Apple and we have just hit erase on my hard drive. I fixed the coffee machine earlier myself though, didn't have to phone them. It's Friday night. It looks like erasing the hard drive and restoring it from backup has worked. Now though, I am starting the online backup. I've decided to go with Backblaze. Loads of people on Twitter recommended it, thank you. I was going to edit the podcast tonight, but actually I'm feeling quite knackered. I've been to bed at midnight the last couple of nights. It's only like 10 o'clock. Yeah, but I'm going to go to bed. But I have put together the Being Freelance newsletter and I've scheduled it to go out. That's what you can see the MailChimp calling me a rock star in the background there. You know what else I saw? Fellow freelancer Pip, Pippa. Oh look, there she is. She was suddenly featured on the likes of TechCrunch, Mashable, all the big blogs. In fact, in the press as well. It was all because of something I think she found on Instagram. And she was the one that had spotted it and taken a screen grab, and everybody was using her comment and her screen grab. Anyway, doesn't really matter about the detail. The point is, yet again, just like with Will, that comes about because she consistently puts stuff out there, cares about what she does, is interested in it, but yeah, shows up, takes those things, writes about them, puts them out there, is active in that community, in that way of thinking. And now she can put on her website, as featured in Mashable, The Independent, if she chooses to, which I would. Yet again, goes to show, you've got to show up, got to keep doing these things, which is why I'm still here. I've got no real reason to stand here and speak to the camera, other than I thought it kind of. Sun setting on another week. No David Attenborough speech, but you know. Hope you have a good week being freelance.